What's up, Chiefs fans? I thought I'd do a quick video previewing our upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go over a few things and just give you some things to think about. Hopefully everybody is moving on from last weekend. Some people are not. I can see that on the Facebook groups. Hopefully that's not you. Hopefully you guys are moving on and not blaming and Chicken Little, the sky is falling and stuff like that. Like, guys, you're just going to lose some games sometimes. And honestly, Indianapolis Colts are not as bad as everybody thought they were the first 2 weeks. Obviously, the Jaguars are way better than we expected. They beat the ever-living crap out of the Chargers, and the Chargers are a good football team. So, I mean, very similar. The Jags did a very similar thing to the Chargers that they did to the Colts. Do I think the Colts are as good as the Chargers? No, but they're not that far either. So, you know, I looked at some of the film. I was going to do a comparison video between, you know, maybe one or two of the best left tackles in football and some of our guys, including Orlando, because he's once again catching heat. I think some or most of the heat that any of the offensive linemen are catching after this week is undue. From what I saw, there was a lot of play action, and they were zone blocking while passing, and there was RPO stuff, and then there was screens. There's a lot of screens, and on a screen, you purposely allow your defender to get upfield and invite him to rush the quarterback. There was not a ton of regular drop back protections, and when there were regular drop back big on big protections, the line did fine. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave it, unless you guys really want me to break it down on film, which I can. So let me know in the comments if that's what you're looking for. Moving on to Tampa Bay. Last week they didn't look good, but I think it's important to remember that they had Chris Godwin out, Julio Jones out, and Mike Evans out with a suspension. That's their three best targets right there, out with various injuries and suspensions. Looks like all three of those will be back for Kansas City. Obviously, they're having hurricane stuff down there go on, so that's a consideration. The game may be moved. I'm hearing that. One of my good friends, who's also a great Chiefs fan, was suggesting that we should make a trade for a wide receiver. I'm not opposed to it if you can get a guy, and I think my target would be Chase Claypool, and I actually view Chase Claypool as a move tight end rather than a wide receiver, but we're really talking semantics here because you're going to have him split out like Travis Kelce is, so it's not like you're going to put him as an inline tight end. That's not what I view him as. But I think he could make a difference, and having him and Travis Kelce on the same field would be great. I don't know how realistic that is. I think the Steelers, if you made them a good enough offer, they would probably take it, and I don't think it would take anything extravagant to get him. My price is somewhere around a 4th-round pick for him. I don't know how realistic that is, or if they're even interested in parting ways with him. They did go stock up on new receivers, and I have heard rumors about him and Mike Tomlin not getting along and things like that, but none of that has popped up this season, so I don't know. That's one of my thoughts. Obviously, Tampa Bay's a good football team. This first 4 weeks, I told you during the offseason was going to be tough. I told you we were going to face some adversity. No one said it was going to be easy. So just relax. It's fine. I think we got a really good chance to beat Tampa Bay, and if we do, we come out of that first 4 games 3-1. And if you told me back in June or July that we'd be 3-1 after the first 4 games, I'd sign up for that all day. So 2-2 is not as appetizing, but it's also, I think, exactly what I predicted. So I am not in anywhere near panic mode. I think things get significantly better after this fourth week. So, and really, man, we won the important game of the first four, which was the Chargers. Now, if you look at kind of where we're at, you can really decide whether you're an optimist, a pessimist, or what have you. Because week 4, the way I'm looking at week 4 is that we missed an opportunity to move way out ahead. We missed an opportunity. So if you think I'm ever the optimist, I'm not. I think we missed a huge opportunity to move way out ahead of everybody because everybody that we're in competition with lost as well. Now, an optimist is going to tell you, well, no harm, no foul. Everybody we're in competition lost. Bills lost. Chargers lost. Not that we're in direct competition with Tampa, but they lost. It is what it is, man. Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it, guys. And I don't think anybody out in the fan base should be worried about it. Did the offense struggle a little bit? Yeah. Was it like Alex Smith level anemic? No. People seem to not remember what it was like to have seasons where an entire season would go by and wide receivers didn't catch a touchdown. And, 17 points was considered a good offense, and we'd hear all this wonderful, loving crap about how great Alex Smith was and how amazing he was and how he keeps us in games. Really frustrating, man, to see how some of the fan base would stick up for Alex Smith and say, oh, we're awesome and offense is good enough. It's not the offense, it's the defense. And at the time, honestly, the defense was better than the offense. And we had some good defenses back then when you're talking about Derek Johnson and Tamba Hali and Justin Houston. And, the list goes on and on. Really no reason to live in the past. Eric Berry, obviously, and Don Terry Poe. And, man, those are some good defenses. Really good defenses, loaded defenses. And we let them down because we couldn't score. I don't think that's this team, guys. I think we're building a good defense. Our offense is something that people are scared of, and sometimes people are going to play well against us, and that's okay. That's okay. You're not going to have a fantastic week every week. If that's your expectation, it's unrealistic. If you're one of those people that are out there screaming for us to fire people and trade people and all this stuff, I don't know really what you're expecting, man. I really don't quite get it. Have you become that spoiled? Have you become that spoiled since the age of Alex Smith and the anemic offense that he brought to us? Now, let me address this because I'm sure there's some people out there upset with me saying that. Alex Smith is a smart quarterback. Towards the end of his career with the Chiefs, he was significantly better. When he was being pushed by Patrick Mahomes and Mahomes was on the bench, he started taking shots downfield. The offense just looked completely different. But he didn't do that throughout his tenure with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I would just caution people to not look at things with... some people tend to romanticize the past and think about, how great Alex Smith was. He was mediocre. He was a great guy. Smart, very smart. All those things are true. But the offense was never scary with Alex Smith. Not one single time was the offense scary with Alex Smith. This offense already has been scary this year. It will be again. This defense is growing, and it will get better. So there's a lot of good things to look at and think about with this game. So and with this season. With that, about a 10-minute video. We'll keep it there. I appreciate all the support. Let me know if you guys are wanting to see something specific. Let me know if you guys have a question to ask. and I will answer it. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all the support. Like, share, subscribe as always. I'd like to get us back trending a little bit. The channel has kind of hit a plateau, and I want to improve that. So let me know how I can improve that. Let me know what kind of content you guys are looking for if I'm not giving it to you right now. And as always, hit me up in the comments, guys. I like talking, and we just haven't got a lot of comments and interaction lately. So I definitely want to improve that. And I will see you soon, guys. Bye.
I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, so right now. Say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now.